Hi and welcome to this Daily Fix number 47 with me, Sean Paul Johnston.
I'm Sean Paul Johnston, let's say it's scammer. Anyway, welcome to the Daily Fix with me, Sean Paul Johnston, and this little monkey here. What's your name?
Sean Paul Johnston.
Ah, Lindsay Marie Silver. Now, you guys, as you know, every Tuesday I try to get Lindsay on the stream for the Daily Fix because tomorrow, what have you got, Lindsay, tomorrow? Tell the good people.
I have got the most scariest game live stream ever. It's this one right here. It's Farpoint. Can you see the bugs? Sean, move out of the way just now. Bugs. Oh my god. So yeah, I've got that. So I'm here to talk to you about that a wee bit later on.
So yeah, cool. So tomorrow, yeah, we've got the stream. It'll be 10 o'clock, Farpoint with Lindsay. It'll be on Twitch and YouTube. We're going to be testing Twitch again. I've got the event already set up, so we're ready to rock and roll on it. Lindsay's going to hopefully jump in tomorrow a little bit early before we go live, just to get used to the buttons, so it's not the total screen fest I was last week. Guys, I've got one story for you this evening. It's one story about gaming, and I think it's quite an important one because this could be a potential game changer when it comes to VR. Game changer when it comes to VR, and I think it's a pretty cool one as well. So if you guys know of a developer called Dave Jones, he was one of the original Grand Theft Auto developers, worked at Rockstar obviously, and he was one of the original 3 along with other guys. He's been kind of out of the scene for the last few years. I think back in 2012, he was kind of gone from Rockstar, and I think there was a big liable case or something, a big case about him back in the past, and yeah, and I think he got like a gigantic pay. It was due like hundreds of millions of pounds essentially for all this stuff. Anyway, he's been working, he set up a company back in 2012, I think, called Cloudgine, like as an engine, but Cloudgine. So it's obviously a cloud-based engine. So Cloudgine is basically Cloudgine, Cloudgine. So you get steaming in the cloud. So anyway, this company, his main focus is VR as far as I can tell, and cloud processing. So think of games like Crackdown 3, those games where it used the cloud processing to do massive physics-based calculations that wouldn't be normally possible on a single console. If you remember back a couple of E3s ago, there was the demo by the Crackdown developers where they were talking about the fact that because they could hook up something like the equivalent of 8 Xbox Ones and they could do all this crazy stuff with destruction of the environments, well, that's essentially what it is. And the potential for it, Microsoft's harped on about it, the potential for it is pretty impressive. And this is exactly what Dave Jones is working on. They've actually created a proof of concept game called, a VR demo called They Came from Space. And this demo is designed to kind of showcase how much can be done. So they've got massive cities where you can destroy the whole cities and loads of people can jump in, and you can use it in the HTC Vive, the Oculus Rift, other VR headsets, I think on PC as well. So you can use this, but what's even cooler about it, now I mentioned Twitch earlier, that we're going to be live streaming on Twitch again, but well, we're going to be doing the stream tomorrow, Twitch and YouTube.
Way.
So the really cool thing about it was, one of the things with VR is when you're in VR and you're playing a game, now we can set up a 2D image, we can project it onto the wall like we're doing with Farpoint just now, but what you don't get, anyone who's not got VR will struggle to understand what's really appealing about VR. It's one of these ones, once you try it, you get it, and it's awesome, especially if it's done right. It's amazing. So what this game, They Came from Space, does, and his Cloudgine engine does, is it allows you as a streamer to put your game up online and stream it, but viewers, assuming this is coded right, viewers can then jump into your stream, your live stream, and they can control cameras themselves in the game. So if you've got a 3D game, so if you've got this game, you can basically go in the game and you can maneuver around the cameras and have a set camera that you can move around and you can look around the scene. So instead of just being a 2D outside perspective viewer, you can now be part of that experience. And I don't know exactly how it's going to work. I'll have to check out this demo. I don't have one of the headsets.
It's a little bit like, so if you're the streamer, then you're like the zoo animal.
Yeah, and people are watching you. That's cool, but
weird. So people can walk around the zoo.
Yeah, but I don't think, like, I think in the game you wouldn't obviously see them, or maybe you can, but I think the idea is that it's just that you can experience it a little bit more interactively, so you can move around, you can see things in the scene. So that's really cool. I think obviously if you've got a VR headset, maybe you can even go in as a VR headset and you can maybe move around the scene as well. So that's awesome, and it'll be really interesting to see what it's like. Now, like I said, I don't have one of the headsets to try this out, but my brother Kirk does, and I know some of you guys watching it, Brandon and stuff like that, and I think Jev's got an Oculus Rift now. Maybe that's why I'm not seeing Jev, maybe he's stuck in VR. Jev, come out of VR, we're here. Anyway, you guys have got the Oculus Rift, or anyone that's got a HTC Vive, wants to try it out, give it a shot, check it online. Like I said, it's Cloudgine. They came from space. You'll be able to find details of it online. You'll probably find his company, Cloudgine. I presume it's cloudgine.com. Go and check that out.
I'm going to be calling that Cloudgine.
Cloudgine, cool. What's really also cool as well is Dave Jones, the company's based here in Edinburgh.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well,
oh, cool.
Rockstar North is an Edinburgh-based company, so we're only like about 10 minutes on a bus or something, or 5 minutes driving away from where their head office is here in Edinburgh. It's a big, massive office at the top of Leith Walk. I've talked about it before in some of the shows and stuff. But yeah, I don't know where his one is. I don't know where his studio is, but that's where it's apparently set up here.
It.
Yeah, so Dave Jones, if you're watching this, we'd love to come down and try it out. I might actually even try and get in touch with the guy and see if we can go down and get some footage of it. That'd be pretty impressive. Let me know, guys, in the comments what you think about it, if you're enjoying your VR, if you think that'd be a really cool feature to jump into a live stream and be able to walk around and see what's happening. You could maybe even jump in, think of the potential in games like, let's say something like Farpoint, where you could jump in and you could be like, Lindsay, there's a spider behind you.
Well, I'm thinking about last week when
they're telling you to move.
Amanda was texting me. My phone was in my back pocket, and Amanda was texting me, and my phone was vibrating, and I was like, oh!
Yeah.
Like, I really thought there was a bug getting me like that. So somebody could actually come up and just be like...
Yeah, the potential for it is pretty impressive, you know. I think, again, VR and AR, the stuff that's potentially coming from this, it's opening the doors to new possibilities, and that's what I'm super excited about with VR. I've always been excited about it, but this kind of stuff is just, people are starting to work out these cool ideas. You know, we went through the initial phases of VR, and obviously AR as well now with Pokemon Go and stuff, but we went through those initial phases where people weren't quite sure it was just going to be a fad. It was just like little bit pieces of games that were more like demo type stuff, and now we're starting to get real tangible awesome content, and I think it can only get better. You know, it's not a fad, it's carrying on. We're getting better and better headsets and better tech, so I'm dead excited about it. Lindsay's loving it, it's awesome. Anyway guys, the only other thing I wanted to tell you about was yesterday or Monday, yesterday, we had the brand new episode of Gamify 24/7. I think we're on something like,
good one.
Yeah, we're fast approaching a year on the podcast, which is crazy. Well, obviously we missed some weeks in between.
We cheated a few.
Yeah. But that's up online.
Skip a few.
1, 2, skip a few. So go and check that out online. It's on YouTube. Let us know what you think about the discussions we're talking about. It's about an hour's long, this one, so have a listen to it. If you have time, chuck it on when you're going to work or something, or coming back.
I find it's really good if you're just pottering away doing something that's maybe a bit boring. You just pop that on.
Exactly. It's it is a genuinely good podcast. It's not like something I'm just saying because I'm in it and people here in the studio are in it. It's a genuinely good podcast. Well, that is part of it, obviously. But it is a genuinely good podcast, and it's good just to have a listen to. And the discussions we're talking about.
As well.
Yeah, exactly. And the stuff we're talking about is things you guys have mentioned in the comments, things that we're talking about.
Well, yeah, some of the content, even from your daily fix.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Fixes ends up. Yeah, it's a crossover. So
yeah, that's up, and I've got a new video with Lindsay and one of our new presenters, Andrew. So that's going to be coming out probably the next day or two. I might even do it like tomorrow before the stream, so people can watch that. Then we can have the live stream. So it's a brand new Technify video with Lindsay and Andrew. You guys can check that out tomorrow. Let me know what you think about that as well.
Features my nails as well.
Features the nails. Oh, it does actually feature your nails, yeah, you're right. Anyway guys, that's it for this one. I'm going to jump off just now. Hopefully you guys are enjoying Sonic Mania. I've still got to download it, but I've got my Switch here in the studio, so I'm going to maybe download it tonight. Looking forward to that. Anyway guys, that's it for this Daily Fix. Hope you've enjoyed it. Remember, we're just a bunch of small fries trying to create big things. Thank you for watching. And join me at 10 tomorrow. Love you!